Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another weekend vlog. Welcome to my bare face. Just woken up as of about half an hour ago. Don't know why I decided to turn the camera on. Now I should have waited a little bit, but I figured we're just gonna go for it. I'm trying to be braver about having their naked face on the big screen and yeah, just putting myself out there more as I create this content. So we're just gonna go for it. We're taking it very slowly and lazy, Dash and I, this morning. He's currently in the midst of his first nap of the day. As I said, I've just woken up, I've got my coffee and also got a green smoothie juice thing waiting for me to go. We've just been lying in bed, having some cuddles, and then just kind of come downstairs to do stuff. It's another weekend of us not doing anything. We've got nothing planned, which is great, and yeah, it's just one of those where we're just gonna have a very lazy weekend and yeah, just go through the motions and stuff. I do have an appointment today to get my nails done. We've got to replace these two and do a brand new colour because these are very grown out as such, but I will say this hung on well. Like, these nails have only just gone within the past like a week or so. So for 5-week grown out nails, these have done miraculously well because I normally have like bare hands by the time I get to like my 3rd week of like needing an appointment. So yeah, hats off to this polish, and we're definitely going to go going for something similar. Thinking more of a red than this kind of cherry burgundy, but we'll have to see what mood we're in when we get to the appointment. Normally my nail appointment with my nail lady is like first thing on Saturday, and I usually have it every 3 weeks, but she selfishly was on holiday when we needed her, so we had to kind of push it back 5 weeks as such, and someone already got there into my appointment slot. So my appointment's at 1:45. And I don't know if anyone else has this similar thing, but like I can't do anything until that appointment in case I miss it, even though it's hours away. I just have this thing of like, okay, well I can't leave the house because what if I get stuck and then I miss the appointment, all that stuff. It's very much like time blindness, and yeah. We do have stuff to do though today, just light jobs as such, nothing major, but we're gonna have to take Papa out for a W, who, as I said, was on his nap, has just decided to get up, have the world's biggest drink, and now is just staring at me. You're ready to go, aren't you? You're always ready to go out, aren't you? Hey, do you wanna come and say hi? You're coming that way. Hello, hello. Come on up. There you go, you can have cuddles down there. Oh! He's like completely fell backwards. You're right, puppy. Yeah, so the things that we need to get done today as such, he needs to go for a W. We'll probably do that within the next hour or so, just get ready and go out as such. And then I need to sort out my front garden. I say that is garden used with all the quotation marks and in the lightest way possible. It is basically the front of our house where I have like a mini planter thing that I'm trying to grow, like a rosemary hedge in, and also an olive tree that sits at the front of the house. The cats on this street though are not only Dash's worst enemy, I know, they're your arch nemesis, aren't they? They're now on my list because they've just decided to use the planter as their personal bathroom, which is really annoying, and then they've just decided to dig up my olive tree to its roots. So I need to get more soil to fill that in, and I need to figure out a way of stopping the cats going there as such. It's really annoying, but we'll figure it out. We'll get it kind of done as such, but we'll figure something, yeah. I'm sorry, I am so tired. My brain is just waking up and stuff, so that made no sense. You know what you're in for when you click on these videos. So that's today's kind of mini plan. I do have here a little list of content stuff that I want to get done this weekend. I've been starting to do this again. I used to do this back in the past, and I got this like notebook free with the latest issue of Vogue. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to use it. So every week I make myself a little list of like things I want to do on YouTube, TikTok and Instagram to really start pushing the content as such. And this just kind of holds me accountable, just making sure that I do these things. I feel like YouTube, I'm in a really great rhythm as such. I'm about 2 weeks ahead with videos, which is great. It allows me to just make sure that there's always a video out, and you know, like we can get stuff out to you guys, and it's always running on time, which is great. It makes me really happy. So like my to-do list, and this isn't just for, oh, okay, I think we're good now. Whenever my camera suddenly has a blurry moment, we have to like start and stop the clip again just to stop the blurriness. The dog has now also got zoomy, so if you hear some thuds in the background, that's him playing with his like rope ball toy. we're just letting him be. But as I was saying, this list isn't necessarily everything I have to like complete this weekend. This is like for this weekend into next week as such of what to do, but it's just having 2 or 3 things to just really help me manage like the work. So for example, YouTube, it's just film this vlog, it's to get image for the thumbnails, edit the thumbnail, and then edit last week's webisode and upload it. TikTok, want to film 3 short form videos, create 5 videos that are ready to go out, and then research more ideas. And then Instagram, it's a little bit harder. I'm not feeling as motivated to create like my Pinterest worthy pictures that I usually do, so I've just made sure I'm planning out content and researching some shot ideas just to get back into the creative feel of everything. So hopefully that kind of inspires me to move on as such. I feel like I'm in a bit of an in-between there. I know that people are going to absolutely hate me for saying this, but I'm kind of over autumn and I'm ready for November so I can start decorating for Christmas. I know you're going to be very angry with me saying the C word, but I'm just ready. I love Christmas, and I think because I've kind of said like we're not doing any renovation stuff until like after Christmas so that I can have my Christmas dream of decoration in our house, I'm sort of like, well, let's get it here so I can enjoy it and then I can get on with the renovation stuff. Yeah, I'm just at the moment not feeling as inspired. I also think sorry, my voice has just gone there. But yeah, as I was just about to say before my throat really interrupted me, I'm just not feeling very inspired at the moment with the season. We officially have turned on the heating in this house. Like, it's happened. I usually wait until the end of November, but it's unseasonably cold at the moment, so the heating is now on. So bye money, because central heating is so expensive here in the UK. And yeah, the weather's just not that great, so I'm just not feeling as inspired to take creative shots unless they're seasonalized. Like, I really love the ones that we took in the apple orchard. They're very autumnal vibes. So I'm like, okay, I clearly want to do some Christmassy shots as such. So just waiting for permission by society that it's seasonally acceptable for me to start getting into the festive spirits as such. But yeah, going back to what I was originally saying before we went off on a tangent, like, it's a very chilled weekend, and yeah, we're just gonna kind of go through stuff. As I said, a few things I want to get done today, and then tomorrow is very much routine of Sunday of just chill, get ready for the working week ahead. I'm traveling for work next week, just one day. This week I had to travel for 2 days, which was really annoying. The TikTok video will be out already about it, but essentially, without giving too much away, because privacy is sexy and there's just some parts of my life that I want to share with you, but also some parts that I just want to keep not secret as such, just I don't want to talk about them too much. But essentially, my job, we do this exercise once a year with other companies and the government about like just role-playing scenarios and how would we respond to it. And me being a comms person, my part is like, what would we do with the comms and such. I explained it much better on the TikTok video, which will be up on my feed, so go check that out if you're interested. Yeah, it's, a 5-hour trip driving, so it's a long drive and a long day, so I want to make sure that Sunday is like very restful, so I'm prepared for that as such. I feel like I've been rambling on for a lot, but I've just been trying to wake up and also put my thoughts together as such. But I did want to show off some little bits, because apparently Amazon came extremely early today. To give you an idea, it's just turned 9 o'clock, so I don't know what time this guy turned up, but thank goodness he didn't knock on the door. I think he knew it was way too early to be knocking on the door. But I've ordered some bits literally last night, so this is like less than 12 hours delivery and such, but I wanted to show you off because we've got some wellness products and everything like that I feel like you guys would be very interested in. So first one is just a repeat little purchase of my dairy-free collagen creamer. This is Dose & Co. I've tried many different ones. This one is the one that I go back to in terms of taste and just like how well it works. Are we blurry still? No, we're all right. I think we're all right. Let me just check. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So yeah, Dose & Co. So this is really good. This is why my nails are so strong. This has been helping my skin, my hair. I put it in my morning coffee every day and it works a treat. The next thing is hair products. So I've been having a bit of an issue with hair. Like, I don't know if you can see, but particularly at the front, like I've had so much breakage recently and my hair is just like refusing to grow or do anything. And I'm not interested in having like long hair, but I just want it to feel healthy again. So I went down a TikTok rabbit hole of like hair care, and I knew about this brand and I was very interested in it because it's female founded, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna actually give this a go because this actually smelled like these are all scents that I would literally like, and if it works, it works. So this is hair syrup, as I said, female founded. We always support women's rights and female entrepreneurship. This is their rosemary, so it's infused with rosemary, thyme, cucumber and avocado, which sounds right up my street, but apparently this is meant to really help in terms of like helping with like hair growth as such. So it's a pre-wash serum. I'm probably telling you, a lot of you, how to like suck an egg when I say this, but essentially you put it in your hair. Apparently you're meant to leave it to marinate for 1 to 4 hours and then wash out like with a double shampoo as such. I'm probably going to use this like on a Sunday because it says to do it 1 to 2 times a week. So I feel like if I do it every Sunday and Wednesday night, I'm probably just actually going to leave this to marinate in my hair all night, like sleep in it and then wash it off in the morning. And I'm going to just see what it does in terms of hair growth. So see if it actually makes any difference, particularly to the breakage at the front, because I've never really had breakage. So I'm very confused as to what is happening with my hair. And then the other thing that I purchased is one of those like head massager things, because it says to massage it in. So I figured this would be good. It's silicone, but it's got a little wooden handle. So aesthetically it looks really, really nice. Oh. There's like a glue dot that is just refusing to move. I'll deal with that later. But they were my little wellness purchases. I'll link them all down below. And we'll keep you posted if you are interested as to what the update is for like how the hair ship is going. I don't think it's that bad. You'll definitely see it today because I'm not washing my hair today. But it's just particularly, I've just noticed like a lot here. It's just breakage and feels like, girls will know, you know, when you're just washing your hair and you're just like trying to create like a Picasso wall piece on your tiles, like it's just like, what is happening with my hair recently? So hopefully this will help, like just bring back some life to the hair as such. Probably doesn't help, I'm scraping it back every 5 minutes just because I can't be asked to work out what to do with my hair at the moment. Can you tell I'm just in a mood this time of year? I'm just like, just bring me up to Christmas. Anywho, I have been ranting on long enough. This is probably going to be about half the video of me ranting. So let me finish off my coffee, get my head in the right place. And then, yeah, let's do some aesthetic shots of me going about my day for you guys. Now, do I know somebody who wants to go walkies? Good boy. Okay, you are balanced on the steering wheel, so I hope you don't mind this view as such. We've just finished our walkies in the woods. It was a bit of a fun one. Dash was a baby angel, apart from the last kind of 5 minutes walking back and I can hear a squeak. And I'm like, oh, someone's got an annoying squeaky toy, or their dog's brought one. Turns out it was my dog who found this, like, it's like 2 peas in a pod squeaky toy and has refused to give it up. I asked people around, I was like, does this belong to any of your pups? Is my dog committing theft? Turns out didn't belong to anyone, so Dash has a new toy. Was not expecting that. Can confirm, by the way,
this was the best investment I have ever made. This is the Holland Cooper one size fits all coat in the shorter length. I will link it down in the bio below. I talked about this in my previous episode before this, when I was cleaning out my wardrobe, of like wanting to buy pieces that were for investment and having like just stuff that just did everything. And this is literally my one and only waterproof jacket from now on. This has been the comfiest thing to wear out and about on walkies. This is my thickest jumper that I have, and usually I get a bit stuck in the arms as such, and this has been, I've got room to move. This has been nice to put up if I need to get snuggly. I did have my new cap on, but I decided to take it off because it was I was a bit worried about it getting blown, and it is a very special cap. I have it here. This is the brand new merch from my coffee shop. I'll put ad, but yeah, this is the brand new merch that we've got for the coffee shop. We finally got caps after my husband constantly wearing them and having a coffee shop for nearly 4 years. We finally got caps, and they're really, really comfy and nice. I do want one in like a cream colour, but we'll have to wait until next year for the next batch of stuff. So I was wearing it, but I was a bit worried because it is quite a blustery day, that I was going to lose it because it's a little bit big for my head. Because I have a teeny tiny bobble head. Sorry, I'm being very awkward because I'm in the car park at a place where people walk past my car, and I'm just like, I'm not chatting to anybody in particular. But yeah, I was worried about losing my cat basically, so I took it off for the walks. But this coat, oh my god, I'm so snug, but hence why I'm sat in it. I usually don't like driving in coats because I feel quite constrained, but this is quite toasty for the weather. It is a very, very autumnal day. Like lots of leaves falling, changing, everything like that. 1 second, my other half is calling me on the device that I'm recording on, so give me 2 moments. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Lee was just calling, just asked me a coffee shop question, but he normally doesn't call me when he's at work, so I was a bit like, why are you calling? What's gone wrong? Is everything okay? So that's why I was a little bit like, must answer, oh, we're now playing with Squeaky Toy in the back of the car. So yeah, just done walkies as such. I need to skedaddle home to beat the traffic, and then I'm back in the car again to go get nails done and go to the garden centre to pick up soil and stuff like that. But yeah, as I was saying before rudely interrupted, it is a very autumnal, and it is very, very cold now. I have my trusty APL trainers on my feet that are now a little bit soaked because some of the areas it was quite like had the mildew or whatever it is, like, you know, when it's just that kind of like water on top of the soil from the frost from the night before and stuff. So it's definitely now we're gonna have to start getting our wellies out and all that jazz. Like dog walkers unite will know what I'm talking about when it comes to this time of year. I absolutely love spring summer dog walking time because you can just throw on shades and get going. But particularly with a high energy dog like a border collie, when it comes to winter dog walking, it's a whole experience. Like Dash spends a lot of time in the kitchen, particularly because I have a white sofa. Morphe wasn't the best choice when it came to owning a dog, but I do love my white sofa. Anywho, like I said, I'm gonna have to get going. But yeah, fun times dog walking. Let's start the car and let's get driving. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I don't even think it's evening. It's just getting darker and darker as each weekend goes by, and I wanted to talk to you when it was a little bit lighter because obviously my camera struggles when it gets any darker, and I wanted to chat to you guys before signing off and such. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to do this now as such. But we've had a very productive Sunday, and I realised I kind of left you in the lurch on Saturday, kind of just after the dog walk, and just sort of kind of ploughed on with getting on with the rest of the day as such. So let me just roll back and kind of chat for you all the things that I did over the weekend. So first things first, got nails done. Look, short, lovely. I asked for like more of a burgundy red than the cherry red that I had previously, so this is a really nice colour. They're nice and short again, which is great, so we're very, very happy with that. Then I went to the garden, so I say garden centre, I went to the DIY store that has a garden centre attached to it. I picked up some soil cat repellent stuff that Lee was going to help me do today, but it's been absolutely miserable today, so that's going to be probably put off until tomorrow or the next weekend. Oh, apologies there, like I just got kind of caught in my throat. I don't know what happened. Ugh, you know when you just like need to cough really badly and then it's like made one of my eyes water? Ugh, don't know what happened. There's nothing even in there, it just got caught all of a sudden. I was like, oh. So anyway, as I was saying, that work will probably get done tomorrow whilst Lee is off, or we'll have to wait until next weekend as such. I've got like a 3-day weekend next week, which I won't be filming because I'm 2 weeks ahead with everything. So I'm giving myself a weekend to completely chill, and as this is one of my last like 3-day weekends that I talked about previously, how I was able to do it with my rest of my annual leave before it kind of expires again, I'm just going to enjoy it. I'm going to chill. It's probably going to be a whole weekend of playing The Sims, and I'm very happy for that because you know what, why not? But yeah, as I said, that job will get picked up, but the one thing I also did was picked up more plants. So we have a couple of ferns and ivies dotted around the house. Unfortunately, one of them in the living room has got very, very crispy. I was trying to revive it by leaving it in a pasta pot of water for the day just to see if a good drink would help it. Turns out not, so I just bought another ivy, and then I picked up 2 new ferns which you would have seen a clip from this morning. One of them is in my hallway in the window there. It's such a lovely spot and I just wanted a little bit of life there and it's perfect. And then I have literally one here. Here we go. I just love a fern and an ivy. I think it just adds life to a space, and I love having one of these like in the bathroom. This does really well in like kind of a humid environment, so she's gonna look gorgeous in the bathroom. She just adds a bit of colour and light and interest to the space, so happy with that because we've had that plant pot there for like 10 years. I've been meaning to replace it with some form of greenery. I think I was actually trying to look for more like an asparagus fern. For the life of me I can't find one anywhere, so I was just like, you know what, there's a fern, she looks great in the kitchen, I'm just gonna get her out here as such. So there we go. I've now got a plant in the bathroom. Then what else did I do yesterday? I was very, very chilled yesterday. I had every intention of editing a vlog and then just sort of ended up zoning off. Didn't realise probably how much this busy week has taken it out of me, of like 2 days of going back and forth for work and then just really full on projects. So I think I just needed the day to switch off as such and have cuddles with Dashi on the sofa, and that's probably why, because I have a similar thing next week where I'm like, okay, it's a good thing that I'm not recording and filming next week because that's kind of like a job in itself. Like I'm giving myself 3 days off after doing a lot of stuff, so I'm balancing it, guys. I'm learning to balance it. It's something me and my therapist are working on, the power of me saying no and balancing life, and this is kind of one of those things, so I'm glad I am putting action into place and whatnot. So that was Saturday, as I said, not much after that. Then today was the usual stuff of food shopping. Managed to completely edit a video. I was like, I'm gonna just see what I get done in 2 hours, like just, you know, because I've got nothing else on today because it's been miserable and everything else has been done. So I was like, do you know what, I'm just gonna plow through 2 hours of editing, see where I get to, and then I managed to do the editing in 2.5 hours because I was literally so at the end of it. I was like, do you know what, I'm just gonna blast through and finish this video off. So as I said, 2 weeks ahead, and I know some people feel a bit away about that, but as I said, me work part-time, I wish I worked part-time, me work full-time, I have to balance this out and stuff, and that means as I get 2 weeks ahead I get to have time off. So these are the ways of the things, but feel really, really good. And then just cracked on with ironing. Managed to get the ironing done within the first half of Father of the Bride 2. I'd watched Father of the Bride last weekend because our OG coastal grandmother, Diane Keaton, what a legend. And obviously now we have to binge every film that she's in, so I was like, okay, I watched Father of the Bride last week, now we've got to watch Father of the Bride 2. So I've literally got up to the point where they've told Annie, if I am spoiling this movie for you guys, skip ahead, but also, what rock have you been living under? This video came out in 1995. Like, go get your Disney subscription or DVD it, go watch this film. But I've just literally got to the point where they're telling Annie about Nina being pregnant. So I was like, oh, I managed to get through that iron really, really quickly. And yeah, I'm kind of done for the day. The only thing I'm going to do now whilst I'm with you guys is I just thought, oh, let's just do this experiment together on camera, which is the hair syrup thing. As I mentioned, I kind of want to start doing this like every Sunday. I don't know if I mentioned it or not. No, that was it. I probably wouldn't have mentioned it because I just kind of scrammed through the rest of the day the other day. But I was talking to my nail lady about it, and she mentioned, oh, don't go funny with focus. She mentioned she does the same thing. She just leaves the hair oil overnight and it absolutely works a treat. So I was like, all right, I'm on the same wavelength as Stodge. This is very, very greasy hair. I don't think I've actually washed this since Wednesday or Thursday. Yeah, we'll go with it. Alright, so you need to apply it to the scalp, not the hair. This is going to come out quickly. Okay, oh, yeah, it did a little bit. So I just need to run it and then use a squidgy brush to massage it in, and then I've got this. So I'm literally going to sleep in this. Okay, I'm going to try this. Let anything come out. I'm going to have to face this way, guys. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. Let's get on the bit that I want to focus on, which is these side bits here. Ah! Oh, no, right, okay, we have to do our hair back a bit because it's now starting to run down my face. It's a bit too much. Like, oh god, it smells incredible. Ooh. I mean, I am obsessed with the smell of rosemary, so this was already a winner in my head, but this smells incredible. I wonder how many hairdressers are absolutely yelling at me for my technique right now. Like, no, you're being too vigorous. I don't know how much I meant to. Oh, actually, I wanted to get this bit of my neck as well because I've got like this hair that just won't grow, so I need to encourage it. So I'm just gonna have to do a flip. All right. Right. Get into the roots. Can you even see anything, guys? Oh yeah. This is the content you came to see. Okay. And then I've got Tangle Teaser because I didn't think using my regular hairbrush would work, especially with the oil in it. Right, let's just. Okay. So obviously we're not putting this on all of the hair and like at the roots and stuff. This is the ends, that's what I meant. This is just going on sort of the roots. Actually, unfortunately, we're gonna have to use proper brush to get this into a proper little bun. And I'm gonna have to do like a pineapple because obviously we're gonna need to sleep on it. What riveting content you are getting, guys. I'm so sorry for this. If this is like, what is this girl doing? I apologise. There we go. Oh god, could I look any more mistrunchable? So yeah, this is going to be my little egghead face, and I will report back as to what's happening with the growth and everything like that. But yeah, it says to leave for, did it say 1 to 4 hours ideally? Yeah, 1 to 4 hours ideally, but we are just going to leave it overnight and then double shampoo in the morning as such. So there. But yeah, this is kind of me done for the evening as such. I'm actually going to go and grab my red light mask and finish off Father of the Bride 2. Lee is making dinner. It's only about 4. I'm like, is this what people do when they have free time? To sit around and do nothing? Quite like it. But yeah, we've got roast dinner tonight, and then we've got pie as well for dessert, which I'm so excited for. But yeah, just chilling into a very busy week at work. So we will, yeah, take it easy and such. But I do hope you enjoyed this vlog. As I said with many of my vlogs, I'm really hoping this isn't boring, and if you guys have any feedback on other stuff that can make these vlogs interesting, do let me know. I had a lovely comment from somebody who said like this was their ideal kind of watching, of just watching me go around my house and do my thing. Like it was like soothing comfort content for them, and that was really, really nice. There is a fear in the back of my head that I am incredibly boring. Like I'm an old lady trying to push my content out on, you know, the World Wide Web, and people are just like, this girl just doesn't do anything. So yeah, let me know in the comment below, am I in my head, or am I onto something, and maybe I just need a few hints and tips on how to make things a bit more interesting as such. But yeah, I'm gonna, like I said, go and relax now. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully it wasn't too random. Do you know what, I might even try and edit this vlog, just see where we get to, you know. I'm gonna stop telling you about my evening. I'm gonna let you guys get on with the rest of your evening. But thank you so much, guys, for watching. Like, rate, subscribe, all that jazz and stuff. I'm so happy to be back on here. I think this is the thing, I have a worry, but I'm also so joyful that I'm back doing content creation, because I have truly missed chatting to you guys and having my internet besties in the room with me and just creating content and just being creative and just playing with like editing styles and stuff like that. Like I fully miss it, so I'm so glad to be back in the, you know, the rhythm and the routine and just really enjoying it again. So thank you guys, because you're the guys that encouraged me to keep doing it and actually start it in the first place. So thank you so much, guys. I hear a puppy at the bottom of the stairs, and I was sure he was a soggy mess when he came in from his walkies this afternoon. Anywho, I'm gonna go and deal with that, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely rest of your day, have a lovely rest of your week, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye.